main issue or challenge you faced before coming to me?
It's a question for right now?
Yeah.
That we didn't have a system to get clients. So if we get it more specific, that we didn't have a marketing funnel or like a funnel strategy.
I think if I had to put it in a sentence, it's that we were not running our business, but our business was running us. We didn't really know how to reach our goals. And even if we had goals, we couldn't reach them.
Love that. Now,
Dave, you're more able than me to zoom out right now. I'm already in the process of creating stuff.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love it. So now my next question is, how is life a little different now since going through this brand strategy process?
We now have a plan. And we can confidently invest time so we exactly know what we're doing to reach our goal, which is to make Eris a running business that is scalable and automatable.
I think it's that we don't have to start from scratch anymore. It's that no matter what we do and in what field we try to go, we always have something to build onto. So that's good.
What would you say the biggest benefit or takeaway from this process was for each of you?
I mean, I expected a lot of things, but I didn't expect it to be the fact that I learned a lot about myself as an entrepreneur and about my own company, stuff that I couldn't have figured out on my own. When you work with someone who's as experienced as you, who looks at your business, it's very helpful and very new and fresh.
I think this is a lot about confidence, because right now when you say it, this is very true to me. Because if I look back, like 2 months ago, before I booked the coaching call, first of all, I was like, compared to now, I didn't know really what I'm doing, and I didn't believe in myself so much as I do now.
That's huge. That's huge, because that's one of my missions, is to help build confidence internally as an entrepreneur, because that really sets the tone for your business and how it's perceived and how you connect with them. So that you saying that is very dear to my heart. It really is. Yeah.
That's awesome. And I can only appreciate that, because like if I look back before we started this, I didn't even dare to think about, like I thought about team and I thought about employees and everything, but it was not so real that I would actually dare to take on an intern or even go a step towards this. Now we have a call with our first intern tomorrow. Awesome. That's awesome. That's great. And it feels very good to have a plan now, so we can also talk to her about the process and what she has to do, so we can give her clear responsibilities and clear instructions. So I love this.
Awesome. What would you say to somebody on the fence about going through this strategy process?
It kicks your ass into clarity. I think there is like the way, like your like, is it charm? I think it is. It's like you do it, and it's very specific. It's so much personality in it, and I really love this. And it's something that we kind of needed in the position that we are right now, and so that we were before the coaching, that we're not right now anymore, but it moved us.
Love it. David?
Yeah, I'm thinking of a phrase I've heard a couple of times. It hurts so good. It does make you feel uncomfortable, and from time to time you will feel nervous, but that's what it's supposed to do. And it kind of takes you out of your comfort zone and helps you to get a third person perspective on your business, which is incredibly helpful no matter what you do with what comes out.
Last question. What made you choose me? So there's so many people that do what we do here at Unique Designz. Why did you choose Henry?
I can say for my personal part, I mean, there is a lot about the recommendation from Chris. I think that's quite obvious. Mm-hmm. I know your stories. I know you from the future. I saw you on the show in LA a couple of times. So yeah, people buy from who they know and who they trust and who they like.
Whenever you use an amount of money like we did, it's something that I want to be really careful about. And Tom knows that I'm always really conservative about big decisions. But in this case, I was positive because in the first call, I tried to understand what you do and who you are, and if you can really help us. And I think I felt like you can, and you did. So
that was really another motivator for me, because there are some situations where I'm like, okay, let's do this, and Dave's like, you see, this may have some downsides that you don't see right now, and there's this and there's this and there's this, and I don't really believe in this, and that also always makes me think. But in this case, Dave told me I think that he has some very, very good experience that can help us move forward, and this made me like very, very sure about that.
And the experience came. Go ahead, David.
It's not that often that we agree on something that quickly.